Hi friends, this is Prakash. Welcome to Learn Kuipo. Today I am starting a new series on elementary algebra. This is a complete course specially designed for school and college students. It will have series of videos divided into chapters. And the first chapter is Introduction and Definitions. Here I will be discussing the introduction of algebra and definition of some math words with examples. In the introduction, let us understand why algebra has symbols and how it has evolved. Actually, in the olden days, the problems and solutions were written in prose format, and it was not a very convenient way to do. So to simplify, the Greek mathematicians Diophantus had started using symbols and abbreviation in mathematics. Diophantus used Greek letters to denote integers. Then the Hindu-Arabic numerals was introduced, and later Roman letters used for the same purpose. Hebrew letters were also came to the pictures after many years. After many years, Persian mathematician Al-Khwarizmi gave shape to the discipline of algebra, and the word algebra was derived from the name of his book on the subject, Hisab al-Jabr wa al-Muqawla. Al-Jabr became algebra. In those olden era of mathematics, they used to call this as symbolic algebra. After almost 400 years of evolution and standardization, we have reached at a stage where we call it modern algebra. Let us observe curiously. Below is a table of various forms in which the modern day equation 4x square plus 3x is equal to 10 might have been written by different mathematicians from different countries. Here we can see how different mathematicians would have written this equation in their time. Then definitions. In definitions, we will be discussing some mathematical words so that we can understand algebra better. We'll start from the basic, from the fundamentals. Algebra treats of quantities as in arithmetics, but with greater generality. For while the quantities used in arithmetical process are denoted by figures which have one single definite value, where algebraical quantities are denoted by symbols which may have any value we choose to assign them. The symbols are usually letters of our own alphabet, and it can have different values at different times. Here an example. Let's say a is equal to 3. Then we are considering the value of a is equal to 3 for this particular example. But it does not mean a must have value 3 always. And the mathematical symbols plus, minus, multiplication and division will have same meaning as in arithmetic. Using all these symbols, we make expressions. Here is an example. 3x minus 9b plus 7y plus 2c minus 5a. It is an expression. Simple expression. Expression with one term. If there is one term in an expression, then it is called simple expression. Example is 3ax 5aq like that. Compound expression. If there are two and more terms in an expression, then it is called as compound expression. Example is given as 2p minus 7qx plus 3ry. Next is binomial expression. When there are two terms in an expression, then it is called a binomial expression. When there are three terms, then it is called as trinomial expression. And if there are more than three terms, then it is called as multinomial expression. Product. The multiplication value of numerals or symbols or terms called as product. Then factor. Each symbol is a factor in an expression. Example is 3x, y are factors in the simple expression 3xy. Coefficient. Each factor in an expression or combination of two factors are called the coefficient of the remaining factors in a simple expression. Example is 3 is the coefficient of x in 3x, and 3a is the coefficient of x in the simple expression 3x. If the coefficient is not merely a numerical, then it is sometimes referred as literal coefficient. Then power. It is defined as a mathematical expression that can be used to represent exactly how many times a number can be used in multiplication process. Example is a multiplied by a multiplied by a is equal to third power of a, which is written as a to the power 3. Here a is the base. Exponent or index. The number that represents power is called exponent or index. That means in this example a to power 3, a is base and 3 is the index. Substitution. It is a mathematical process where we put a number or a symbol or an expression to replace another symbol. Here is an example. Let's say a is equal to 3, b is equal to 1, c is equal to 2 and y is equal to 1. Then the value of the expression 3aqy plus bqc is given by 3 into 3 to the power qy plus 1 to the power 3 into 2. Then it comes out to be 81y plus 2. Then we will put the value of y, that is 1. Then the answer comes out to be 83. Positive quantities. Quantities with plus signs are called positive quantities. Example is plus 12, plus a, it's like that. Positive sign of a quantity signifies gain in financial calculation. It represents same direction of displacement, velocity, acceleration in linear motion of a rigid body in physics, and it represents high in temperature of an object. Negative quantities. Quantities with minus sign. Here is negative quantity, minus 12, minus a are some examples. Negative sign of a quantity signifies depth in financial calculation. represents opposite direction of displacement, velocity or acceleration in linear motion of a rigid body in physics. Then lower means temperature is low, it's below freezing point. Like terms. Terms differ only in their numerical coefficient. If there are few terms and they are differed by their numerical coefficient only, then they are called like terms. Like here the numerical coefficient are -2, 3, √6, 1/3, and other factors are same. So this is called like terms. Then unlike terms. Terms differ by the factors of the terms. Here you can see in this example the factors are different in each terms. We can see here AQX is there and -2 is the coefficient. Here A square XY is there and 3 is the coefficient. In the next terms we can see AQ is there only with √3 as coefficient, and the last is AQY. That means all the terms are different here with respect to coefficient and factors. So this is called unlike terms. Then addition. Two or more like terms are to be added together to produce a single term. However, if we collect unlike terms, the result will not be a single term. It will remain as an expression having a plus sign or maybe a minus sign for negative coefficient between terms. Let's take two examples. Addition of like terms, say -2AQXY and 3AQXY. If you add, the result comes out to be AQXY, which is a single term. If we take unlike terms, let's say -2AQX and 3A²XY. If we add, the result comes out to be an expression. Then subtraction. Two or more like terms are to be subtracted to produce a single term. However, if we collect unlike terms, the result will not be a single term. It will remain as an expression having a plus sign or maybe a minus sign for negative coefficient between terms. Subtraction is the inverse operation of addition. Let's take two examples. Subtract like terms -2AQXY from 3AQXY. If you subtract, the result comes out to be a single term, which is 5AQXY. If you subtract unlike terms -2AQX from 3A²XY, the result comes out to be an expression. Then multiplication. Its primary sense signifies repeated addition. Let's take few examples. For numerals 3 multiplied by 6, it is nothing but 3 taken 6 times, or 3 added 6 times to produce 18. For literals, A multiplied by B, this is nothing but A taken B times. or it is equivalent to A added with A B numbers of times to produce a B. For algebraic expressions, AQ minus 3A square M multiplied by 2A square BN. After simplification, the result comes out to be 2A to power 5 Bn minus 6A to power 4 Bmn. Then for algebraic expressions, to practice rules of signs. That means when a minus is multiplied with minus, it produces plus. And when minus is multiplied with plus or a plus is multiplied with minus, it produces minus. Let's take an example. Minus 3a square minus 4ax plus 5x square multiplied by minus a square x cube. After simplification, the result comes out to be 3a to power 4 x cube plus 4a to power q x4 minus 5a square x5. For compound expressions, 2y square minus 3y plus 1 multiplied by 3y minus 1. After simplification, we get 6y to power q minus 11y square plus 6y minus 1. And the last one is division. Its primary object to find out the quantity called quotient by which the divisor must be multiplied so as to produce the dividend. It is the inverse operation of multiplication. We can write mathematically quotient multiplied by divisor equal to dividend. Then quotient is equal to dividend by divisor. We'll take a few examples. For algebraic expressions, AQ m square minus 3a square m divided by a square m. After dividing and simplifying, we get am minus 3. The next example is for compound expressions. Here we will divide x square plus 4x plus 3 by x plus 1. Here x square plus 4x plus 3 is dividend. X plus 1 is divisor. And here we will get the quotient as x plus 3. And the 0 is the remainder. So this is the end of this chapter. I'll come with a new chapter in the next video. Till then, take care of yourself. Thank you.